Welcome to the only midsummer PTA meeting that any of us can remember ever having. We do not call these meetings like this unless they are very important, and this one is, as we will find out very soon. My name is Taylor Molly. I'm the COM of Comms, the Commissioner of Communications for the PTA. The time right now is 8:05, and we have at least 17 people who have already joined the call. That is a quorum. I would like everybody to wave into their cameras right now for a brief moment of visual salutations. In a moment, we're going to hear from a couple of folks who have been working hard on the PTA's school supplies initiative. But before we do that, I want to ask, and I know we have at least one new parent, so announce yourself in the chat and see the love that you get. For those of you who don't even technically have a student who goes to PS 133 yet, and yet you are here to join us for a PTA meeting. I'd also like to thank you if you are watching this recording later because you were not able to join us live, but you wanted to check out the meeting. The only person who I know who has ever done that, along with watching YouTube videos of all of our old spring musicals and all of the principals' video letters to family, is our new president, Renee Lala, who I'd like to introduce right now. Renee, are you there? I
Yes,
know.
I am here. Yes. Thank you so much for the warm welcome, Taylor. Um, Hello, everyone. Please forgive how busy we all are. So I just want to start with that. Thank you so much for everyone who was able to attend tonight and for everyone who's still joining. Today, we're just going to stick to the issues at hand, which is the increase in budget, but please feel free to ask any additional questions that you may have. I am also a new parent to PS 133. For a little background on myself, if you have not read the newsletter, I'm new to PS 133 as of this year, and I have two children, a rising pre K 4 student and a rising third grade student. So I look forward to seeing you all and meeting you all in person when school begins. And I'll hand it over to Joelle and Amanda. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Joelle and Amanda, and everyone who has helped with this initiative for school supplies. I'm so excited. And I'm really looking forward to hearing how much you guys have done and just encouraging everyone to participate so that we can have equitable education for all.
Here, here.
Thank you. I'm going to share my screen. Slides. All right. Hopefully everybody can see that just fine.
Looks good.
Okay, so we are all gathered here this evening to raise the budget of PTA, our spend on school supplies. To touch any of the budget numbers, we need a general meeting. General meetings are usually during the school year, but we had to call this special one because the placeholder number we had of $25,000 was lower than what the actual spend is going to be, $39,000. And just a reminder that 25,000 was a placeholder. We hadn't had time to do and crunch the numbers for the June meeting, so we didn't know what it was going to be. So I will get into it. PTA is facilitating a bulk purchase of all classroom school supplies. Why are we doing this? Negotiate a better price via this organization called Sourcewell. They work with nonprofits to bring school supply costs down. If we bulk order, then the price is going to be cheaper. We are shopping around to make sure that we get the best deal we can for everyone. In the past, the average cost per student was $100 plus. And the number that we've mathed to this summer is $65 per student. We also want to fully supply each classroom. Historically, this has not happened. When a list is given to parents to shop for their child's share of the supplies, I should say, The assumption's made that that family can afford the supplies, and it doesn't always happen. And because of that, some classes, some more than others, there's a deficit of supplies. So we think this process is going to fix that. We're trying to create equity in these classrooms. So no matter what your family solution is, students will be supplied. Also, there's a pay over time, pay what you can solution. So you don't have to front $65 immediately. You don't have to find the $100 over the summer to buy school supplies for your child. There's a website with a link. You can pay over time. You could pay what you can. You could pay only what you can, and it is all okay. Classrooms are going to be fully outfitted with school supplies no matter what. That's why. Now I've got a bunch of FAQs here. These FAQs are all on the website. So anytime you see a posting for, hey, have you paid for your school supplies yet? Do you want to know information? All of this will point to the school's website and the FAQs at the bottom. Past this, we've got some examples of prices. And then this is what the actual budget looks like. And to remind everybody, we were at $275,000 budgeted income and expense. So we're just going to net zero. We're going to raise as much money as we need to spend for the next or the upcoming school year. The supplies line is in the middle of the middle column. I don't know if you can see my mouse going back and forth. Maybe you can't, but it's expected income of 25,000, expense of 25,000. We're raising that to expected income of 39,000, and expense of 39,000, meaning that we do hope that all families on average, we're able to collect $65 per student, and that'll equal about 39,000, and that's what we're going to spend out. So best case scenario, this nets out even, and we're good to go, and everybody actually saves money, and all kids get school supplies. Worst case scenario, everybody gets school supplies. So most people save money, and there is a bunch of money that the PTA has saved, so we can dip into that if we have to. We don't. We hope we don't have to. We try to save that for a rainy day. That is me running through this very quickly. I'm going to back up to the FAQ, and rather than read them all, I'm going to take questions. Does anybody have any questions, have any discussion points they want to go over? Let me open up the chat to make sure we catch everything.
What's the company we're pairing with? Sourcewell, is that what it's called?
Yes, great question. So
And
how do we get
it's just for nonprofits, right?
it is just for school nonprofits, or maybe actually it's more than just school
It's
nonprofits. Like
it's government, it's schools, it's nonprofits. So they're an organization that you're basically joining like a larger group. So if we were just buying our supplies on our own, then we would get a certain amount of a discount. But as Sourcewell, we become a bigger group. So they sort of lump us in with other nonprofits to give us some better pricing. You know, some things change a little bit, some things change a lot. So it's not, it's just so it's like a bunch of companies partner with Sourcewell. So like Staples is one of them. So we can get cheaper pricing through Staples if we're a member of Sourcewell. It took a bit to get that established, but we are now fully in the program. And so we can get some of that Sourcewell pricing. And then some things, to be honest, I bought because back to school sales. I'm Amanda, by the way. I've been doing a lot of the purchasing so far. You know, some things were just dirt cheap on Target.com. And so all the crayons were purchased at 50 cents a box on Target because that was the cheapest price and the most available. So we are still shopping around for some of the things. We're not doing, we're not sort of settling on the first price we find for each item. Sorry, Sadie's here helping me. So this has been a labor intensive, but a very satisfying process of trying to find the best prices we can and enough material to supply our 600 and probably 30 students. But it's been, I think it's going to work out really well. And I'm really happy because last year when we unpacked the supplies, some classrooms were really well supplied and some classes really weren't. And that just shouldn't be. like every kid should have supplies. And so I think this is going to be much better in the sense that every kid will have what they need, as it should be.
Here's another question. Do you anticipate that the $65 charge will go down next year? Because teachers, one of their strategies is to over ask because they know that they don't always get everything they
I
ask
mean, I
for.
think it's a big pitfall to predict the future, but I would hope so. I would hope that we end up with a bit of a surplus at the end of this year. And if we do, we are absolutely saving it and we'll count that inventory towards what we need to purchase next year. There's just no way to really know, but gosh, I hope so. I don't think it would drop down to like $20 though. I mean, it may make a small dent, but I think we could potentially lower it next year if we have inventory left over.
Hi guys, just a related question on that, Amanda. How
Yes.
do we inventory? Do we give all the supplies to the teachers that we get this year, or are we storing some?
So what our plan is to give almost everything to the teachers because they found out that sorry, Sadie, I need you to disappear for a minute. The teachers gave us a list of what they need and we know roughly how many kids are going to be in their classroom. But let's just say that we outfitted for 28 kids in this class and only 23 show up this year because some people moved, whatever, there's less people. I intend to contact the teachers in the beginning of the year and ask for any extra supplies back so that we can store them for next year. And I also want to go to them in June and say, please do not throw away things that are in good shape. Give them back to us so that we can use them next year. Like if you have unopened markers, give them back. You have unopened crayons, give them back. You have unopened folders that weren't used. Like I want to try to be frugal. Unfortunately, I can't do it all by myself. I have to get buy-in from everybody on the staff, but a lot of the staff are very into this idea. Like Miss McLeod could not be happier. She's like, we don't want kids going without. Like this is great. So I think I can try to get some buy-in from the teachers on helping to give me the supplies back. I don't want them to hoard if they have everything that they are to need.
Admin absolutely has bought in. Just to iterate that, admin has absolutely bought in. They are fully supportive of this endeavor.
That's great. I had a quick question. Can you talk about, Amanda, I do have a couple of questions that have come in on my end about some of the cool things that you guys will also be providing that these $65 pays for, such as like the chair covers, headphones, all the things beyond markers and crowns and pens and all the other cool things.
It's a huge list. So the teachers ask for things beyond like markers and crayons. I mean, they do ask for, there's some more expensive items for the little kids and there's some more expensive items for the big kids. Like for the kindergarten classes, they have these chair pockets, so actually we got one of them in today and tested it out. We got in one package of them today. So that goes over their chair and like their notebooks and stuff go in there. We have, the older, I think the fourth graders or the fifth graders, forgive me, I can't remember all of this, have headphones. Some of the kids have like styluses for the older grades, which if you buy one stylus at Staples, it is $5.99. But if you buy a 40 pack, they become like 40 cents per. So like these are the kind of ways in which we can save money that, each person's not going out and buying each of these like individually. There's Post-it notes, there's index cards, there's filler paper, there's graph paper, there's oh my gosh, there's so many. Joel, you can pull up the examples because there's some of the things that are on there that might help me jog my memory.
And I saw
I'll share.
And
say that again, Ray. I'm sorry, I missed what.
I think I saw hand sanitizer and things
oh
like
gosh. Yes. Okay. So that is actually a large portion of what we're buying is hand. So instead of buying each family bringing in a tiny bottle of hand sanitizer, we're going to buy 1 liter per classroom. Instead of every family bringing in 2 to 3 containers of Clorox wipes, we're buying one 700 tub wipe per classroom. And then you can get refills, trying to be more effective with our purchasing. We're buying tissues. And instead of each family buying 1 box of tissues, we're buying many, many packs of 48 boxes of tissues. Because all of this just becomes cheaper this way and more effective that way. Because then the teachers won't be like begging for, hopefully, gosh, I hope our kids aren't sick enough that they're begging for tissues in the middle of the year. But this is just some examples of some of the purchasing. So the colored pencils, the cheapest I could find was 99 cents per box. I bought 8 million of those, 322 from Target. Um, Crayola crayons, 50 cents a box. Also went nuts at Target for those. The glue, I was able to find that for 50 cents a bottle. For the glue sticks, it's like 30 cents a stick. For the folders, gosh, we buy a lot of folders. So Yoko found this massive 120 pack of folders, so that the folders come out to be about 47 cents per folder. So you're not going to do better than that buying individual folders. Composition books, there are so many of those used in our school. So I've seen that we were able to get those for about 99 cents, depending upon if they're the wide ruled with the picture box on top, or I think it's a little over $1 for the no picture box on top. You can go to the next slide, whoever's in charge of okay. Copy paper. So instead of everybody buying one ream, we're going to buy 100 reams, 100 boxes of 10 reams at $3.95 per ream, or $39.49 per box. Ziploc bags. School uses a ton of those, but you can buy in these 250 packs for the 1 gallon bag. So that becomes like a 14 cents per bag. The erasers, we also can buy in huge boxes. So it's 30 cents an eraser. Dry erase markers, also huge boxes, 50 cents per marker. The headphones become $3.91 per pair. The computer styluses become 33 cents per stylus, and these chair pockets become like $2.70 per chair pocket. I hope the teachers can give us some back at the end of the year, that they're still in good shape. I don't know how much the little kids trash them, but I hope that some of these things are still in good shape at the end of the year. So that's just some examples of things that we've been sourcing. It's a small taste of it. There's still like a lot of other things, but everything's been priced out, and a lot of things actually have already been purchased, but we're still trying to find cheaper prices on a few items.
That is so amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And I will continue to share too. I'm sorry if you heard that burp from my little one.
I didn't hear it, but now I know what it was.
We're in the middle of dinner. I'm so sorry, guys. But anywho, I keep reiterating, and I just keep telling people that this ensures that our kids can just come to school on the first day with their book bags and their lunch boxes, and they can just come and attend class. So
and their water bottle that they can lose right away. They can lose that immediately.
Absolutely. The water bottles that we buy to give away. Absolutely.
Yes, like umbrellas. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, guys. This is amazing. Thank you.
Amanda, you're getting a lot of love in the chat. A lot of people recognize how hard you and Joel and Yoko and many others have worked on this.
And Marlene, and Marlene, Yoko, and I have been in school many days this week. It feels like kind of fun to be there in the summer, sorting through all these supplies. It's really a delight to like lay out 1 million boxes of crayons on a table and take a photo. It just feels very satisfying. So you'll be seeing those, I'm sure, on Instagram and other places to remind people that it's real. The supplies are really there.
More questions? I move that we vote on this.
I'll second that.
Okay. Can you frame the vote, Joel?
Yeah. Does anybody oppose this, which is the increase of the budget line from 25,000 to 39,000? Don't raise your hand, Sadie. You don't get to vote. Okay. Who's in favor? All right. I think we're good then. Motion's approved. Thank you. And I think we can wrap it.
Much appreciated,
That's
everybody.
it officially. One thing, this meeting was originally scheduled for 1 week from today. I did my best to try to reschedule it, but I can't guarantee that your phone won't remind you about a meeting that's happening next week. Edward Chin, thank you for starting this meeting as the Deputy of Discourse. I think you and I might want to be on this call next week, just in case anybody shows up. Thank you for coming, everybody. There's something like 33 days of summer left. I will see you. We will all see you maybe on homecoming on the 28th of August. There's a new parent orientation on Zoom the morning after that on the 29th. And barring all of that, we'll see you on September 4th for the first
I
day
want to,
of school.
we'll also see you at supplies distribution. We need
Oh,
lots
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
volunteers.
Yeah. Oh, there'll be an opportunity to join the school supplies group. And a lot of people have just joined that and are silently lurking and waiting to be told this is the day we need to go in to like unopened, open boxes and sort supplies. And that's going to be either at the very end of August or, that September 2nd or 3rd.
It's pretty well scheduled for the week of August, like 25th, whatever the Monday is. That Monday through Friday. I have to double confirm with Heather, but we think it's going to be that week.
Excellent. Somebody just signed up on the PTA recruitment form. Juliet, is it you?
It is not me, but I would love the form and I can look to sign up.
Oh, okay, that's great. I will send that to you because I have your info on WhatsApp.
Thank
But
you.
it's amazing that we're on this meeting and somebody just said, I want to take a bigger step in the take up what I'm trying to say, step up and play a bigger role in the PTA. Everybody here is already a member of the PTA.
Yep,
Anything
you
else?
can't escape us.
I think that's all. Thank you so much.
Oh, quick shout out. There's a garden work day this Saturday. If you're in town, come on out. I'll see you there.
What time?
It is 9 a.m. to noon
Okay.
in the school
And the
garden.
weather looks much better
And the
than
weather's
this
looking
week.
really nice for Saturday. At least when I checked it yesterday, it was.
Yeah, it looks good.
So
So when I
fingers
saw.
crossed it'll be a gorgeous day. None of this crazy heat we've been having.
And this week is my family's watering week, and the rain means that I didn't have to go to the garden.
It wasn't that much rain, Taylor.
Damn it.
It was pretty short, but it was pretty.
All right, Edward, for the cold close, we are adjourned. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.